Hi everyone, welcome back to another Global Monthly video hop, and today's theme for the month of December is, let me just adjust my camera, is packaging. So, let me see now, are we in shot here? Yes we are. So what we're going to do today is we are going to recreate this paint packaging that I done the other day. So inside we have a pen gift, and I thought it was just a really sweet idea. What I have done is I've popped a little ribbon on there so we can hang it on a tree, and yeah, we're going to recreate that today. So give me a wee second while I get organised. Right, now what I'm going to be using today to make it a little bit more festive is this beautiful pearlescent speciality paper. Now, I am terrible for purchasing things like this and then putting them to the side and not using them, which isn't what they're made for. So let's get cutting. So let me get my trimmer. Okay, now the dimensions of this finished box is going to be 6 inches by 3 1/4 by 3 1/4. So it's a little bit fiddly at times. So we need to cut a piece down to 3 3/8. Now 3/8 is in between 1/4 and 1/2. So I'll just pop my excess piece away. So 8 inches by 3 3/8. Like so. Keep this bit because we're going to gold emboss on it. I'm also going to use our gorgeous speciality snowflake vellum because it's just super pretty. Okay, so I'm going to take out this piece which goes really nice with this speciality pearlescent paper. Okay, so I'll pop that to the side. We don't need this just yet. We are going to do this box first. Okay, so we need our Simply scoreboard, like so. Okay, now long side to the top, we are going to score it at 3 inches, 6 3/4 inches, and 7 1/2. Okay, so that's long side to the top, 3/4 of an inch, 6 3/4, 7 1/2. I'm going to turn it once so that we look the shorter sides to the top, and we are going to score it at, now be careful with this, 3/8 of an inch. So this is going to be our glue tab section. 1 1/8, 1 7/8. So this is now going up in increments of 3/4. So 1 7/8, and 2 5/8. So we've got 1 2 3 4 panels that are 3 1/4 of an inch, and we've got a glue tab here. Okay, now I am using one tiny little tied product today, which is, let me get my scoreboard out the way, is this little 1/2 inch circle punch, because I need to put a little thumb notch in. Another item you need that is not Stampin' Up is a craft knife of some sort. Okay, be very careful with that though, guys. Right, now time for some cutting. Now the side that has just 4 panels at the bottom, that's going to be the bottom of the box. Okay, so all we need to do is cut that away. Okay, and we're going to cut up the 4 score lines. I'm just going to put a tiny little wedge in between each of them, just so there's no overhang of card. Although nobody will really be looking at the bottom of the box. So, okay, so super pretty. This one I'm going to leave more of a square because I want to put a little bit of paper on there, I think. I'm not decided yet. Right, so glue tab to the bottom, we're going to cut away here. Okay, Then we're going to cut up the 4 score lines again. 1, 2, 3, 4, because there was one at the start. Now this is going to be your tab to secure the box, okay? So what we need to do is now flip it round, cut this piece away, all right? These 2 pieces here are going to be the tabs, okay? Like so. And what I like to do with these is just take a tiny little wedge off as well, just to avoid any catching on the lid when we're tucking that lid in. So that is the box. Okay, now this little bit here is the tab that's going to go inside. Okay, and we do need to very lightly curve the edges, and this is just so that it glides into the box a little bit easier. We don't want it cornered as much as a corner rounder would round it. So yeah, that is the bit here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put all my tape on and put the layers on, etc., and then we'll build it last. Okay, we'll do the embossing bit last as well. So we have our lovely tearing tape. I'm just going to snip that off. There we go. I will just use wet glue for the bottom of the box, okay? So let's just fold and burnish it now. If you have nails, just use your nails. I've got my bone folder there, but I'm just saving a little bit of time today. Don't forget to visit all the other video hops. Descriptions are, and the links are in my description box. And I always forget to tell you that it's Tricia here from Smithy's Crafted Creations. So I'm based in Scotland, but I cover UK, Ireland, Belgium, France, Germany, Austria. Yeah, so it's really good in Belgium. I said Belgium, didn't I? Yeah. Right, now for the layers for this, let me double check my measurements, because I did, now where is it? I like to do practice runs of things, you see. So here is my practice, okay? So we need 4 panels of A and 2 panels of B. And here they are here. Now, I know the measurements because these are, it's a 6" by 3/4 box. So I'm going to need 4 bits that measure 5 and, let me see, I'll take a bit off here, 5 and 7/8. Okay, so 5 and 7/8. I'm just going to cut that right off actually. 5 and 7/8. So we need 4 panels that measure 5/8 of an inch. So 5/8 of an inch is 1 in between a half and 3/4. So we need 4 of those. This vellum is just gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. And another one. And then for the top and bottom, we are going to need a bit that measures 5/8 by 5/8 times 2. Okay, so we can put that to the side. That's us finished with that. Now these are little ickle-bickle bits, but this trimmer is really great at holding your cardstock in there. This might be a little lengthier video, but I'm hoping that you'll stick around and get some inspiration from today. Like I say, it's just a little idea. So there's our little panels, okay? Now, what I didn't grab was some coordinating ribbon. Okay, what we also need, might I add, for the inside of the lid to hide the ribbon is a piece that measures, now I'm going to do a 1/16 of an inch smaller than 3/4, okay, because I want that to butt up as close as possible to the edge of the lid. Right, let me grab some ribbon quickly. What ribbon will I grab? I don't think I have any coordinating ribbon. Right, I'm just going to have to use this one then, guys, my gold ribbon, okay? This is beautiful. Let me get my scissors. Okay, so. Just need to be careful when you're feeding this through because you don't want it fraying, etc. on the edge. So I'm just going to seal it a little bit with some hotness. Great. Now we are ready. Now these are my ribbon scissors. Don't use them for anything else. Can never have too much scissors to hand. Right, now, easy peasy lemon squeezy. I am going to use Stampin' Seal to put my layers on, okay? Now, just be careful because they're so easy to lose. And the good thing about this is you don't actually see the tape through it. Okay. So Stampin' Seal is good when you are sticking on shiny paper, speciality paper. Oops, I'm sticking it to my mat. And it's just an instant, an instant stick. So let me just add 3 little bits. You don't need to run it the full length because waste not, want not. Okay, now these little mites, I am going to do, oops, come on, don't be shy. Sorry, I'm all fingers and thumbs. Did that come off there? Yes, it did. Need a little bit more though. Who's all excited for the festivities then? It's the most pressurised time of the year, so please don't forget to enjoy the reason that we celebrate Christmas rather than pressure of pleasing everybody with expensive gifts. It's all about family coming together. Right, okay, don't do that and stick it on each other. Told you I was all fingers and thumbs today. Okay, so we're just going to layer up, that looks really pretty. Just going to layer up our mats, which is a speciality DSP. And I thought it's an unusual gift for on the tree, because it's a little tree, hanging tree decoration gift. This would be good if someone you know liked pens. You could gift them a different pen leading up to Christmas, etc. This bit on the bottom, I'm going to put that on last because I'm not sure how I'm going to fold this in yet, okay? Right, now we need to be very careful and we need to cut. Now I'm just going to put some cardstock under here. We need to cut a slat in here, okay? So I'm going to do it this way. And we just need it big enough that we can actually feed through our ribbon. Now I'm just going to pop, where's my pokey tool? I've got tweezers here, so I'm going to try and feed this through with my tweezers, okay? Now I think it might be easier doing it like this, okay? If you have an easier way to do it, please do that in your own craft space. Oh, I'm terrible for giving myself extra work, haven't I? There's no way to avoid this though, folks, because we want the little slat discreet. So maybe if I put one through at a time. Now, if this video is going to be lengthy, then this is the reason why. Oh my goodness. Right, let me try going this way. Right, so look at the top. let's feed that through there. There we go, that's a bit better. Just really starting to almost rip it there. Okay, now, we just want a tiny little bit of ribbon. We're going to get our tearing tape. Okay, and we need 2 little bits, and we're going to secure the ribbon down with that. Now, this is a bit footery, so please take your time if doing it at home. Like I say, it's just a little idea, and if you're a demonstrator, it's a great wee idea for customer gifts and things like that. I would love to receive a little box like this. Right, okay, Tricia, here we go. This is the bit where we need to stick down the ribbon. So it's already half stuck down there. Fabulous. Not the tidiest of jobs, but it is quite hard when you're working with something so teeny weeny. Okay. Now, we are going to pop that little piece down now, just like that. And we're covering up that ribbon under there. Ta-da! That's beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Who's excited for the new catalogue coming out next year? I am. I'm so excited. Okay, so let us remove the tearing tape, and this is really easy to do because you just simply fold it over, okay, and then you marry up the other edge of the box. Give it a good press because we want that stuck down nice. Look at that. Love it. Okay, so I'm going to use wet glue, and I will need to kind of hold it for a wee second. Whoops, I must have left the lid off that for a little while. So just a little bit of wet glue, like so. Just hold it there for a wee second. If you've got your little toppers piece, pop it on. Ta-da! What I'm going to do just now is I'm going to put my pen gift in. So I've got this lovely green pen. Pop it in. Right. And Tricia forgot to punch the thumb notch, but that's okay, because this will go in anyway. And here we go. Now it's time for embossing. Right, so the stamp set I am going to use is Handmade Wishes, and I'm going to do Peace, Love and Joy. Okay, now I'm going to use the one that's the outline stamp. Now let's bring in our little excess piece of this. I'm going to bring in a little bit of card just to protect the surface and also catch the gold emboss powder that I'm going to use. So this is the gold Stampin' Up emboss powder. Okay, so we are going to just add some of our emboss buddy to remove any static. If you have this tool, please do use it because it's so useful. So useful. I've got the tray in my drawer. This is just amazing. Especially if working with little bits, it protects your hands, etc. However, this is a larger piece, so I'm okay with just holding it with my hands. Right, now excuse the state of this. I was experimenting, making fully covered embossed snowflakes, and I got quite a bit of gold stuck in my pad. And I was kind of kicking myself because I've had this the whole time I've been a Stampin' Up demonstrator, and it's never been dirty. But now it is dirty. So I might need to get a new one just to ease the OCD in me. Right, okay, so we've got love, we've got peace, and we have joy. Okay, so little tiny block A for the joy. Oop. If you have German Shepherds, as I know Tracy Bish does, who's in this hop, be careful you don't pick up their dog hairs. Right, so I'm going to do peace down here, and I am cutting them quite close to the words. I'm going to do love now. I'm just using the reverse. And I like to emboss it at the edge because it's so much easier for cutting the words, etc. Now this one needs to go this way because there's not as much space. Right, and are you ready to see the magic? Here we go, here we go. Now this emboss is absolutely beautiful. Look at that. So just make sure, give it a little tap tap, make sure that you are getting a good amount of that embossing powder on there. There we go. Take this. If you're using your other tray tool, you would be able to just scoop it in easier than this. This is messy. Don't take the lazy option like I have. Right, now, we do, let me see. There's a little excess piece on there. Now, I might add that you do get a little brush. You get a little brush with this set as well. However, I'm going to use this different one, just to remove that tiniest little excess piece there. Right, close your ears while I heat up my tool, and then we will emboss, and then we'll finish off the packaging gift. So I'm just heating up my heat tool. You can get this with a UK plug and a European plug, as well as all other continents that Stampin' Up market in. So the warmer it is when you start, the quicker it heat embosses. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? Okay. And this speciality paper, it actually doesn't bevel as much as maybe your cardstock and what have you. Right, okay, so now for the fun part. So I'm just fussy cutting out the words. Okay. Ta-da! I've been doing quite a bit of embossing recently and I'm just enjoying it. So just use the word as the guide to cut straight, okay? So we've got peace, love and joy. And you can use any stamp set, any sentiment. This could be, for example, for a birthday. Okay, and what we're going to do is we are simply going to attach them on here. Now, I was wanting to use the last of my snowflake embellishments. So these are the wonderful snowflakes. So let me get one out. Hang on. And I also have, what else do I have here? I did have some of the festive perils. So I might use some of the silver actually. Right, so this is the wonderful snowflakes. So all I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut it up and add it onto my gift. So, rather easy to, she says, cut up straight up the middle. You can use your trimmer if you want, but it's easy enough to just to do it by hand. So I'm going to attach this on opposite sides like so, just to give it a little bit of fanciness. So again, you're going to use your wonderful Stampin' seal, like so. So we'll pop that one here. Gorgeous. Oh, it's so pretty. And this one here at the bottom. Isn't that gorgeous? Right, now to attach peace, love and joy. And for this, excuse me, my asthma's really bad just now. For this, we are going to use our mini dimensionals. So just flip them over to so they're face down. And oops, just add as many dimensionals as you want. I'm going to put them chock-a-block, especially with the minis, because you get so many in a packet, folks. They're literally impossible to use up quick. Oh dear. I have so many sheets of these. And I'm using my take your pick tool because sometimes my hands don't work and I have kind of like dexterity issues and what have you, so this is really good. And again, I'm using the pokey tool section just to lift off the backings, and then you would just pop that in your bin, and that way you're not going to get them all sticking all over the floor or stuck on the dog or stuck on your socks, because trust me, these appear everywhere in my house when I don't tidy proper and I don't put them away straight away. They're on my little craft room blanket that I've got. I've seen them up on the stairs, on the staircase in the house. I've seen them on the dogs. Oh, it's just hilarious. Okay, so last bit is I'm just going to pop that on slightly at an angle and just do it like that. See what I mean? Look, they stick everywhere. Now, this one, I'm going to trim it down a little bit. It seems slightly thicker than the other two. Love it. Okay. Peace, love, and joy. How beautiful is that? I do love it. I do love it. Right, now for a couple of gems. And I am going to use the silver for contrast. And I'm going to use 3. 3 is a magic number. Oh, I like that, folks. I like it. I like it a lot. That is so cute. How adorable would this look with a gift of a calendar or a planner, or even a gift for your team members? You know, give them a little new pen. Gorgeous. So thanks for watching the GMVH Global Monthly Video Hop today, and the theme was packaging. Don't know if I said that at the start. If you're new to my channel, I would love for you to hang around. So hit that subscribe button and the little bell. Let me know what you think of today's project. Give it a little try. I will be typing up a full PDF for this. I like to do that for measurements that I've done by myself, because if I want to revisit it at some point in the future, I would forget, and it saves a lot of work. So look out for that on my website at smithscraftycreations.com, and please make sure that you visit all my lovely demo friends, all their videos. There's going to be lots of ideas for little Christmas gifts and packaging, birthday packaging ideas. So please go to the description box and go through the list as you can. Thank you so much for watching today. I really appreciate it, and I will see you in the new year. So enjoy the rest of your winter months, and yeah, I'll see you all again soon. Bye now.